Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Suite Soirée Spotlight, where we get to chat with my dear friend, Chef Deb Oxman. Thanks, Deb, for coming and hanging out with us.
You are welcome.
Both figuratively and literally, because you are attending the Suite Soirée.
I am.
Well, before we get started, why don't you tell everyone a couple of things? First of all, who you are.
Okay.
Maybe how we know each other, because we've been pals for decades. What you do, because it is so fascinating, and where you're coming in from if your accent wasn't clue enough.
That's true. Okay. First thing you want to know is how I met you or about me?
Let's go about.
Okay. So I'll make a really long story short as possible because nobody wants to stare at the screen forever. About over 22 years ago, I started a company called Savor. It's been in several locations, currently in Fort Worth, Texas. Savor is a culinary medicine business. So I started it before everybody said it was cool. Basically, Savor is a company that provides personalized and customized chef services. So think about a private chef for a lot of different families. Our focus, though, is on special dietary needs in culinary medicine. We don't go into the homes and cook. We provide everything from a commercial kitchen. I have a whole team of chefs. I don't cook anymore. Thank God. I have moved from behind my stove to CEO. My husband's lucky if I cook. In fact, my grandchildren were here this weekend. They were lucky too. That company, again, 22 years old, runs by itself. I create companies so that they completely run by themselves. My other company is a culinary business coaching and consulting company. Before I go into that one, let me actually go back because Savor also offers private flight catering as well as traditional catering, but only using whole food nutrition. Forgot about that. My coaching and consulting company was started about 12 years ago because I could not find anybody that could help me grow a culinary business. When I called various organizations, they said, we send them to you. I said, well, somebody better start paying me then because I'm putting in all this money, time, and effort and giving it away for free. So I started that company about 12 years ago, and I have coaching and consulting clients for established culinary business owners only. I don't work with startups or I would go to jail. And I have clients in this country in Canada. That is a little about me. How Kelly and I met. Kelly, I feel like I've always known you. It's been, 15 years or so that we met, and we met through Amy Mewborn. And we were all part of a coaching group at that time. And I kept hearing this name, Kelly Lucenti for branding and Kelly Lucenti for marketing. And Kelly, who was Kelly? So I think Amy introduced us. And we've just become friends and been together ever since. I've been your wing woman a lot. For several things, flying to Minnesota to do all kinds of things with you. And you have rebranded a couple of different times. I think both companies. You helped create the original Chef Deb logo that I still use today and people absolutely love. What was the other question?
That was it. Oh, and where you're flying in from?
Texas, in case you haven't figured that out yet.
No. Yeah. So honestly, this is just, I cannot wait for this retreat because with us in the room together, it's like combustion. Like I just feel like it is, no holds barred.
Well, I heard combustion like a bomb when you said that.
But what's cool about that is, regardless who's watching this or not, aren't you tired? And I'm speaking to literally everybody out there. Are you not just tired of paying? Okay, Kelly said I could say anything out the ass because that's normally what people charge. And getting absolutely nothing for it and walking away being just completely like, well, I should have stayed home and shaved my legs or something. Like there's no point in it. And finally, you guys created something that whenever I read it, I thought, well, finally, something was created that pulled you out of your space, your home, around all your precious children and significant others, to actually be around women who are as strong as you are, because that's really important, really important, and to get you all in one place to actually get shit done, because, oh my God, am I tired of paying for fluff. Ugh.
I know. Sarah and I had a long conversation about that when we were trying to map out what these 3 days are going to look like. I was really clear that I wanted this to be sort of luxe. I didn't necessarily want to rough it. I think that there's definitely a time and place for that. But in my mind, I'm a visual learner. And not only that, I'm aesthetically motivated. And so selfishly, if things really look in alignment with how I want to show up, I'm more inclined to go all in and be fully immersed. And so when we went to this property, I'm like, well, this is it, like hands down, without question. I don't care what this thing costs, which, I mean, we did it scared. So.
You said something interesting about there's a time and a place for roughing it. And I'd have to disagree with that, because I've been at this for a long time. I spent a whole lot of money to get a whole lot of stuff wrong. And personally, when you've been in business as long as I have and been through as much as I have, first class is part of doing business. I'm sorry, that's just the way that I feel. And if this had been at another crappy, whatever hotel, I would have been like, thanks, because I don't want to breathe that air. We're all good.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, so given that, then the framework of the retreat. You and I had a conversation. We walked you through, virtually the property. We told you sort of what we had up our sleeve. And what I love about you, Deb, is you are the mirror of my truth. Like, you are my biggest, greatest critic. And I love that about you, because sometimes I feel like people tell me what they think I want to hear versus the cold, hard truth. What made you say yes to this? Because you are very particular on what you'll attend.
I am. That's because I've spent money wrong more than I've spent money right to grow the business. All the businesses, they say that there's no mistakes in business. That's a bunch of crap. You do learn some things, but sometimes it's a little more painful to learn some lessons when you don't get the return on your investment. Honestly, there were 3 reasons. One was just because I know you, and whenever you and I specifically work together, like Kelly, you and I worked together one time, and you had to make a chiropractor appointment for me. And we were still, I was in so much pain because we worked so long and so hard. Like, you were driving me there and we were still doing business. Like, everything that you have done for my company, 1, converted, but 2, it's just a no BS. I don't have time for that anymore. I don't. But knowing you and who you would gather, the way that your mind works and just who you are as a person, first of all, I knew you weren't going to waste my time and money. That's the first thing. That had to check the boxes for me. Because believe me, I can give you a whole list of places that my time and money have been wasted, that are sitting in my inbox right now wanting me to come back. Secondly, I saw the agenda, and I'm going to be completely honest with everybody listening. I texted Kelly and I said, Kelly, this looks amazing. I said, but I do not have time for woo-woo. Let's create this crap and let's just plan all this stuff. And then I leave there going, okay, well, what did I get for that? And one of the things that you said to me is, you said, for people that need more of that, there's going to be space and time for that. Fantastic. I've got no issues with that. That's not me. Like, I'll drink a cocktail and I'll watch you do yoga, whatever your thing is, because I'll create another company if you make me do yoga. I'm not allowed to go to yoga. So what happened was, you said, no, you're going to walk away with truly what you've been looking for. You're going to walk away with not only a mastermind of some really smart women that are at your same level of business that just absolutely get it, like get it. Because business is way more than just sending out paychecks and doing social media posts and hiring the right people. It's so much more than that. What you cannot find is a group of women who think like you and who also have goals so big that it scares most people, really all people. My kids and my family still don't understand me. So, and that's fine. They don't have to. Didn't ask them to do that. But you don't find this gathering. People say that they have this gathering, but you don't find this gathering like this. And thirdly, it's just a beautiful place. I've done a retreat similar to this. I told you I did it for CEO culinary business owners at a Villa Water, Puerto Rico. And after I did that one retreat, I thought, I've got to find a retreat like this. I just do. So that was the third reason, is the beauty, the place, the peacefulness. It's away from here. It's not my environment. And again, it's not something that I have to be uncomfortable with. There's going to be a chef. The view is amazing. The grounds are amazing. The content's amazing. I mean, just there's really no reason not to come, because if you're at this level and you're female and you're just exhausted of paying for the wrong things, this checked all the boxes of the right things. Like, you guys filled all the holes.
Well, we certainly tried.
And I love that you said, Deb, that like women like us, that was one of the things that even Kelly and I, when we started collaborating together, we're tired of being the smartest people in the room. And we think that sounds like just a terrible thing to say, but there's truth to it. You want people to keep challenging you and lifting you up. And I think that's really a lot of what we're getting here.
Well, it is. And that's the other thing that I said to Kelly too, is after, I swear I turned this off. After I texted her all of that, the next thing I said is, I am so tired of joining or being a part of groups like this, where I'm the one that ends up giving all the advice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're watching this right now and you think, well, she's an arrogant, insert whatever word you want to insert into it. It's not arrogant. It's factual.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're truly a good fit, you'll understand exactly what I mean.
Yep. I love it.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Well, so given all that, which is brilliant, because I really do feel that how you're envisioning it is exactly what we had intended, which basically means we're doing something right. So that's really great. But
Yeah.
of all of it, what do you think you're most excited about besides hanging out with me?
Being the dumbest person in the room, I hope I am.
Ooh.
Wow, that'll be exciting to see.
Mm.
I'll
Looking
try not
forward to it. And you know what? Even if I'm not, I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of women there that are searching for the same thing.
Yeah.
And if we all come with that, then that's a level playing field. There's no other level playing fields.
Yeah. There's something that's been happening that I think is kind of interesting. We are getting some feedback from brilliant minds, people who we know it will change their lives if they're in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And they're, I wouldn't say on the fence per se, but the thing that's holding them back is they're saying that they feel it's too expensive. So what they'll say is, I just can't afford it right now, or it's just a little bit too steep right now, which I can understand, because, Sarah and I wrote this monster check, and I didn't literally throw up when I got back in the car, but I definitely threw up a little bit in my mouth when I wrote that check. But if somebody were on the fence, or somebody was really worried about investing in this, what would you say to them?
Here's a little mind effery that you might need to think through if you are on the fence. Obviously, they've inquired, or I'll just speak directly to the screen, you've inquired about something, because the problem in your business is something's missing, or whatever you read or saw on social wouldn't be hitting home with you. It just wouldn't be. There had to be something there that put this on your heart and your mind, that something needed to change, or this was the perfect place for you. So I don't really understand, and this is where Kelly talks about, I'm so kind of open and honest. I don't understand why entrepreneurs want to grow, but they will not put their money where their mouth is. I promise you that if somebody were to walk through your door right now and say, either give me however much that you're thinking of investing in this particular retreat, or I'm going to take a child, I'm going to burn your house, and I know this is drastic, but all of a sudden you would have that money to fix that problem. I guarantee you would have the money. The problem is there's people that live in fear never grow to the next level, ever. At some point in business, you have got to spend more money than you are comfortable spending. And to be honest with you, if this was cheap, I would have said no a long time ago, because you get what you pay for, and it is factual. You get what you pay for. So you can either stay in the same place you are now and complain about what you don't have, or you can invest to grow, to have what you want, not what you have now, because what got you here is not going to get you there.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I know of a woman who owns a multi-million-dollar women's networking organization. And she used to say something on stage that resonated with me, which was she would be standing in front of somebody sharing something that she had created that had a price tag attached to it, for them to participate in. I'm frozen. Hello. That they could participate in or sign up for, that she was confident would change their business. And her signature message in that is, she'd say, but they would be standing there saying that to me with their extra large grande, $12 Starbucks in their hand, saying, I just can't afford that. Yes, but I can't afford that. And so I would always smile about that, because everything is relative, right? Mm-hmm. So some things are too expensive, without question. And some things are a stretch, but what's the trade-off? Yesterday on Friday, we were talking with someone else, another attendee, and we were chatting about opportunity costs, that, you have to invest in yourself and your business in order to make money, right? Sometimes you got to spend it to make it. And so where are you prioritizing what rooms you're going to be in? Because the free ones aren't always a home run. So I just thought that was very interesting.
Well, money is a perception, is honestly what it is, because if you value growth, and it has nothing to do, honestly, with where you want to be in business, because let's be honest, you're in business to have money for your personal life and for your family. I mean, business can be fun. At this level, it's not always fun. And sometimes you figure out a whole lot of stuff, but it's never the thing. It's never to have more business. It's to have more money to have a better life. And I'm sorry, unless you are willing to invest in not only that life that you want, but really and truly in yourself, then everybody's going to be just right where they are if they're on the fence. Just the way it is. You have to. It's not a choice if you want to grow in business.
Yeah, I like your difference between the scarcity mindset versus abundance mindset. We don't get up very far being scarce all the time.
And there's lots of times that scarcity mindset can creep in. I mean, you have opportunities for that every single day, but if there's something there that is on your mind that needs to be fixed, there's a reason why you're on the fence. There just is, because something is broken. Something's broken in life or business, or you're not where you want to be. And it becomes your choice to stay. It really does. At the end of the day, it's your choice to stay. Because if you must not be tired enough to still be on the fence.
Exactly. All right. So what do you think? Because I know no one has a crystal ball, but in your mind, what do you think, or how do you think things will change for you on the other side of this retreat? Like when you go home?
See, Kelly, I know the answer that you're looking for here, and the answer I'm going to give you is quite the opposite.
Know what I really want to know, what I would say. You don't know.
I know you don't know.
I'm going to need you both to write on a piece of paper what you think you know.
Honestly, what I think is going to change for me, it has honestly nothing to do with current business. I'm at a point in my life that I want to know what my next is. Is my next, I'm opening a third business? Is my next going to be some other opportunity with somebody else that might be in the room? Somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody? Because there's something that you guys have not mentioned yet. What you haven't mentioned yet is the people are on the fence, or why the people should come, or, what got me there. What happens a lot of times is these retreats, is the beauty of it is you come there without a plan and a goal. When you remain completely open to what is going to happen, that you're able to receive the people that's in the room or the information that's taught, then the answer always comes. It may look a little different than the way you wanted it. In fact, it most of the time always looks different than the way you wanted it. So I don't want to come there and say, here's the things I'm going to get, because if I don't get them, I don't want to be disappointed. That's why I want to come, and I want to be completely open, because you guys have shared on social media who or the types of businesses that are going to be in the room. Sometimes it's about paying for access as much as the brilliant minds that are in the room. So again, let's be honest. I've got business coaches, or on top of that, I really don't believe in having problems in business. I just don't. It's not a thing for me. Like, if you have a problem, go fix your shit. Like, go hire somebody, just fix it. That's not what this is about for me. There should be no problems in business. I want to come being very open about what is going to happen for me next, because at this level and being who I am, I control stuff all day long. Meetings and schedules and SOPs and hiring and growing companies. I don't want to control this. I want to be open to what the possibilities of my next things are.
Well,
that's what I want.
Well, and I don't like to disappoint. And I know you like hockey, so I'm doing what I can to get you a little Minnesota Wild in the room. Okay? All right? Yeah.
Listen,
I'm breaking a sweat over here trying to get that to happen. But yeah, I'm working on it.
I love hockey. I do. We're all there for the fights, but
yeah.
Well, okay. Well, Deb, we cannot thank you enough for agreeing to chat with us today. I mean, it's just obviously, selfishly, I'm super thrilled you bought a ticket, because I really don't like doing things without you in the room, because we're so much fun together.
It's very true. It's very true. I hope, because that's what I was telling my husband, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to go to Kelly's retreat. And he goes, are other people showing up? And no matter.
Oh my gosh. And for those tuning in, that whole 4-course dinner with the wine pairing experience that we put together, all of you will be able to meet Christy, who is our sommelier. However, Deb was so gracious to offer us some guidance on the meal itself. So her fingerprints are all over it.
Look, Kelly, this is my life goals right now. Okay, this is my life goals. So
I love it. All right. So before we hang up, we want to let people know how they can reach you to learn more about you. What would you like to offer as far as a way to connect?
Contact information. Best, I'll give you email. I will give you also phone number. So the best email, regardless of what company, is just deb@chefdeb.com. Literally deb@chefdeb.com. Thanks to Kelly. We made it really, really simple. My phone number, 817-277-3031. However I want to say this. I'm sure that when Kelly interviews people, she's asking people for their contact information and how you can get in touch. This is what I want to say. The phone number that I gave you is my office number. My admin will answer the phone. She will let you know how to reach me, or she'll let me know to reach you. The email, that's my email personally. This is not, if you contact me, I'm not going to sell you into anything, because listen, I can sell ice to an Eskimo, but I'm not going to do that to you. If you just have questions about who these people are that are putting on the retreat, if you want to ask questions about why I'm going, if you just need some type of buddy to drink wine with and make fun of people doing yoga or whatever they're doing, like I can do that too. Just pick up the phone and talk to me. You've got my information.
Yeah, I love you.
I can see it's going to be a very serious weekend at the Suite Soirée. No laughs, no fun, definitely no wine, Deb. Leave that shirt at home.
Got so many, it's on brand. I have so many foodie t-shirts. Some of them I can't really wear on the call. The one I had on before in a call says, if you're going to be salty, bring the tequila. I have everything from, I've got so many foodie shirts. It's unbelievable because it's part of my brand. I show up with them in all social media. So yeah.
I love it. Well, all right, guys. That's a wrap from us. Deb, we're going to see you in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Should probably get airfare. I need to contact you about that.
All right, everyone. For more information, go to suitesoiree.com, and we hope to see you at the retreat. Bye.
Bye.
Want to meet her in person? You can. Suite Soirée is happening May 2nd through the 5th. Grab your spot at suitesoiree.com before it's gone. See you there.